Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into yet another palette. I do a lot of palettes. Oh my gosh, my lipstick is probably washed out on camera, but I promise you it does not look like this in person. So today we're going to be trying out, since my last video was about the Black Prince one, these don't have specific names, but this is the Prince palette from Urban Decay, and this is the black palette. And then the purple palette is what we're going to be using today. So I wasn't sure about this collection, to be honest with you. I am a Prince fan because I grew up with him. Dating myself, but yeah, I grew up with him when he was really popular in the 80s. That's something that my older sister used to listen to all the time. Her favorite song was Purple Rain. My favorite song was actually, I would say Little Red Corvette and Raspberry Beret were one of my favorite ones, just because they were fun to dance to, and When the Doves Cry, for sure. So I wasn't as diehard as my older sister was, but I was a fan. So I grew up with him, so this is something a little bit nostalgic for me. And when I first saw the collection drop on Trend Mood in Urban Decay, I was like, that doesn't look like Prince. Where's the Little Red Corvette lipsticks? I do wish the collection did that. Have like a lipstick called Little Red Corvette. Have a lipstick called Raspberry Beret. Have like, I'm glad when I looked in this palette it had some of this, like it has the song names, but there was just some, I wish there was lipsticks, because the lipsticks are becoming a little bit more like not as popular as it used to be. I'm sorry, this bothers me, but my lips look very washed out for some weird reason. I don't know, I put Pure Nonchalance from MAC. Yeah, it looks washed out on camera, but in person it's not bad at all. I'm like, let me go ahead and put, no, La Femme's too dark. But anyways, we're just going to keep to it. But yeah, so I was very excited for the collection once I got to see it. So a friend of mine works in the Impulse area, and she showed me the collection. And I was like, I need to. So I had waited to, well, I reserved mine, but I had to. So the first one that I was enticed with was the black one. So this one is the black one. It opens up like this. It has the Prince symbol, actually when he was artist formerly known as Prince. That was his symbol. But I was very impressed with this, and if you haven't seen this video, please, I'll link it into the description, but please check it out. But I was unsure about this one because I am not a sucker for light colors. I actually feel a little bit weird with having such washed out colors on camera. I'm probably going to have to deepen my lipstick, or brighten my blush, one or the other. I feel a little bit, but trying this out, you'll see how I feel about it at the end of the video. But this is the purple version. It's just like the black one, except the print symbol is like a lavender color. It's a metallic too. Opens the same, but it has cool tones. So I'm not a cool tone wearer just because of my olive skin. It tends to wash me out. However, I am quite impressed with the cool tone variety. I love the fact that there is a color called Raspberry Beret. Now, I didn't swatch the last one, and I'm not going to swatch this one because I'd rather just put the effort into how they perform rather than the swatches. Yes, when I swatched this one in person, I was truly impressed, but I just don't want to swatch them because I just want you to see the performance rather than the swatches. So yeah, there is the palette. Beautiful. And then we're going to get into creating this look. It's going to be kind of like a speed motion type thing so that I can get the look created, and then I'm going to let you know my overall thoughts at the end of the video. So yeah, here is how I created this look. Alright, so that is how I've created the look. So overall, I feel like this is a really good palette. Not something I would gravitate towards just because I don't wear cool tones at all. I usually gravitate towards reds, warm tones, browns. Lately, I've been getting a little bit picky about my makeup overall, and I do want to do a video on my updated, full face routine, or I might do, because I'm not quite nailed it down yet, so I really want to make sure that I have it nailed down first. But I kind of wanted to see if I can find a natural or a different way of doing makeup on YouTube, but at the same time I'm kind of like, that's not going to be suited for me, so I want to make sure that I find something that's suited for me. So far, I did change a couple things in my routine, so I wanted to make sure that I can update you on that. As far as like the bronzer and the blush goes, I want to change it a little bit more, so that's something I'm still kind of working on. And of course my brows have changed. I have shaved the tails off my brows, and I'm still kind of working on getting that straight brow nailed down as well. So like I said, I'll have an updated routine video soon once I get everything kind of like finely tuned, and that way I can feel a little bit more comfortable on how I do my makeup, because I haven't done a full face that often in a long time because of the mask wearing. I am still going to wear a mask at work, but I just want to make sure that I want to practice on my full face a little bit more. So we'll get that finely tuned. But anyways, this palette was surprising to me because I don't gravitate towards these type of colors. I don't like purple. Even though purple does bring out my brown eyes, I just don't like purple. But the blue Indigo Nights was actually really impressive because I love the fact that it's really sparkly. Baby I'm a Star was actually just the same as Indigo Nights, that sparkly metallic, which I really like. DSMR just reminds me of Asphyxia from Urban Decay, because Asphyxia was one of the most popular lipsticks. It was one of the vintage, like not vintage, but like the old lipsticks, and of course the older shadows, which they don't have Asphyxia anymore since they reformulated the singles, which I like the singles packaging, but I miss the classic colors like Fireball, Half Baked. I don't see, what was it? There was a navy blue one in there. I think it was, I can't remember the name, but it was really pretty. Blackout's still around, which is nice because that is a very, very deep black. I just don't like the fact that they got rid of some of like Mildew. Asphyxia is not there. Just a lot of classic colors that I think made Urban Decay really nice. I'm glad that they're revamping some things. I'm still mad at them for discontinuing the lip chemistries because those are my favorites, but I did find a dupe, which is the Shein ones, which I had purchased a while back, and I was going to do a video on lip swatches of these, but I never did. But these ones are comparable to the lip chemistries from Urban Decay, which didn't last on the shelf very long. I haven't worked with these brands since November of 2020, so I'm not always in the know with what these brands are doing, just because I don't work with these brands anymore. I'm just Estee Lauder now, but I do like the fact that Urban Decay is revamping some of their stuff. The Wild West palette was actually, when that came out, was impressive to me because then it is 100% vegan, which my niece uses nothing but vegan makeup, so I feel like that's nice. Now I have a little bit more options to choose from for Christmas for my niece, because she loves makeup like I do. And for like her birthday, I have more options. Now I can choose from Urban Decay and not just Tarte, and not just, well, Tarte's not really 100% vegan yet, but they do have some vegan products. But I want to make sure that I have more options for vegan products, like Glam Light's a good option for her as well. But I'm thoroughly impressed with the fact that they're revamping some of their stuff. Now, I really wish that they would revamp not the lipstick formula, but broaden the lipstick range a little more and bring back Rocksteady. Please bring back Rocksteady. That is my favorite color, and they got rid of it, which I was super mad, but I digress. Anyways, this palette is really good. I like it. It's not my cup of tea, but I thoroughly enjoyed using it. They blend out beautifully. They are pigmented. They are just effortless, which I really like. The only downside, and you know my expectations of a palette, I need to have a brow bone highlight. It doesn't have a brow bone matte highlight in there, but this one does. So I can always just pull from this one, and that way I can get the look that I want. I'm trying to not collect palettes as much as I used to, just because I'm getting overwhelmed with some of the palettes. But, you know, I am going to stick to brands I know work. Like Urban Decay, this is probably the only two that I'm going to get, because the only palette I really liked was the Game of Thrones one and the Moondust palette, which I still have. The Electric palette was my all-time favorite and my very first prestige or high-end purchase. So that was my very first Urban Decay purchase. But I will have a video on the Glamlight Red Velvet Cupcake palette. I said that correctly, because I do like Glamlight, but I'm getting, and I will do this in my video with this, but I do have some concerns on the packaging, just a little. But anyways, Urban Decay, you've impressed me. Thank you for impressing me. I'm actually, I asked my niece, because I did buy her the Wild West palette, and I did ask her how she thought about it, and she really, really liked it. That was something she really liked. Just because it's vegan, just because it's pigmented, it blends really well. The colors are really pretty, and I feel like that's very popular, those kind of shades these days, the teals and the browns. But a lot of people did compare it to the Beach palette, which I had in the past, and I really liked that palette. But, you know, I feel like Urban Decay is taking a step in the right direction. I'm hoping that they finally tune and make a naked palette that is not like Ultraviolet, because I absolutely hated that. So in Ultraviolet, that's with purples, cool tones, and that's what this is. However, this one performed what Ultraviolet could not. So I am impressed. So yes, thumbs up on the Prince palettes. They're very good. I like them a lot. They're functional for me. They're easy to use. That's all. I'm getting to that point in my life where I just need an easy palette. So yeah, if you want me to go more in depth of my makeup routine, or more in depth on how I want to continue doing my makeup, because I am adjusting some things, let me know in the comments below. But I will do an updated makeup routine, and then I do want to do a skincare routine, so that way you know what kind of skincare I'm using. Because I've been getting a lot of questions from my customers, because a lot of them usually see this half of my face and they don't see a wrinkle on my eyes. I am almost 40, so they want to know why. It's mostly genetics, so I always tell them, well, it's genetics, but also a good eye cream. So just let me know if you want to know my skincare routine as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.